Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, sister.
How's it going?
Hello, Lindsay. Good, except I'm bummed that you're feeling sick like I was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't feel good. And I'm wearing sweats, but I'm wearing a nice shirt. So
I've done that, and I'm just wearing sweats because you were wearing like a sweatshirt last week. So I'm like, I don't have to get all dolled up for this.
Oh, yeah, I was wearing a hoodie last week. I totally was. Sorry. I brought the class down, didn't I?
No, but it was pink and it was cute. So
Thank you.
What else? You know what I almost did? I almost curled up on my bed and put the laptop on it, and then I'd be all like snuggled in with my glass. I know, but then I thought that might be a little much.
Well, did you not see Adam last week? He was very, very nestled in. So, you know.
He was on his balcony, though. He wasn't in his bed.
That's true. That's true.
That would be different.
That's true. So we have a problem, Lindsay.
Oh, dear. What's our problem?
We don't have a name.
I know. We have to incorporate the wine because it's like we're both Lindsay. I just thought marketing with the Lindseys.
I was brainstorming, and even if we do wine with the Lindseys, then how are we going to spell Lindsay since we spell our names differently?
No.
So it's going to be kind of hard to do that unless we just
have like a big L and then both of our names the other way.
Yeah.
But how would you type that out?
This is so embarrassing considering we're marketers.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes you pull a blank on your own stuff, right? That's why we have a mastermind. So that we can get brilliant ideas and get like validation.
Yeah. Well, while we have a few people on, let's mention our little contest. Contest time. $50. Ooh, I gotta watch those zeros, huh? Gotta watch those zeros.
Yes. Oh my God, woman.
Okay, Lindsay, tell us about the contest.
So we want people to share the love and share the insight that we have and share and all the fun that we have. So if you share, you will automatically be entered to win a $50 gift certificate with Amazon. Hey, Rhonda, nice sunny California. So if you share it onto your page, onto your profile, you will be entered to win $50 gift certificate from Amazon. Of course, you can spend that on wine or spend that on marketing books. Or maybe a bit of both and kind of be like Lyndsay and I are with our, our drinks and our marketing.
That's right. So just share it. Share it.
Yeah.
And you can share it. Yeah, just share it. It would be awesome. And like Lindsay said, whoever shares it the most by the Thursday after the 1st, then we'll announce the winner. Exactly.
And even if you're not here live, if you're watching it later on, you still get in on the action.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. And one day we'll have a name. We will have a name for our little Thursday night get together.
I know. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of something with like Thursdays or a tea, and I couldn't think of anything either.
And I was just going to
buy wine on Amazon. Believe you me, I've done it. I've shipped.
Can you buy wine on Amazon? I don't know. Can you, Lindsay?
You can because I've shipped it to clients.
Dang. And one more reason to be a client of Lindsay's.
Get the inside scoop. Hook you up.
Oh, hey Rhonda, are you anywhere near those horrible fires? Can you see some smoke going on there or what?
Thirsty
Thursday. Hey.
Awesome, Rhonda. I love that.
All right. So I think people are here to hear us not jibber jab about stuff.
So we're talking about SEO keywords, and I know it can feel like a kind of a boring topic, right? But honestly, people get it wrong so bad, and if you get it wrong, you're not doing yourself justice. And all that work that you're doing with content marketing is you want to optimize it, right? To get the best bang for your buck and to get as many people to go onto your website, as many hits as you can. And any little piece or any little effort or strategy that you can do, well, that's good. Hope your dad's okay, Rhonda. Keywords. Yeah, anything you can do to optimize that and improve it, the better. So why don't you explain for those that are not in the know of what keywords are when it comes to SEO?
Sure. Well, may I illustrate the importance of keywords by telling you a little story about a client of mine?
Love stories.
Once upon a time, there was a client.
Galaxy far, far away.
Yes. And she was an extremely dedicated blogger. So she was like a Christian blogger, and part of what she would sell are info products around Christianity. And she was dedicated. My friends, this woman would blog once a week for 8 years, which is amazing. Yes.
That's
and
dedication.
They were thoughtful. They were wonderful blog posts. But I went and looked at her analytics, and the poor gal was getting like 10 people a week via Google, which is not good when it comes to blogging. If you're blogging 8 years, you deserve so much more love from Google, because Google is all about content. So we went in and we did some keyword research, which we'll talk a little bit about tonight. And we modified some of her blog posts to use these keywords. And we did a little bit more off-page SEO as well. But within about 2 months, she was getting over 200 people a month. And of course, it just continued to skyrocket past that. And we just took her current content. We integrated what keywords people were actually searching for. Yeah. And voila. And now with my clients, I will run a keyword research report, and I will send it over to them, and I will say, blog around these, use them, like and we'll talk about this in your title tags and in the content a few times, very naturally. And in theory, if you chose the right keywords, you should be able to get some love from Google.
Absolutely.
The end.
One of the questions I get a lot, or one of the myths, is that keywords are only related to blogs. So if you have a post that has a video in it, or if you have a post that has a podcast in it, that it doesn't really matter. How do you feel about that thought?
Google is becoming extremely smart and loves all kinds of content. Right now, it's really smart about the written word, of course. So I would recommend like transcribing videos and and podcasts and those kind of things. But the rumor underground is, and Google hasn't actually come out to say this, Google's pretty smart in knowing what these other things are about. So written word is very important as of 2018.
Yep, absolutely. But it's like in video posts or podcast posts on your website, I mean, you've got a title, you can put a subheading, you got a summary of your blog or your podcast. So you can still SEO with a keyword that post to get more traction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And right now in the world of SEO, and everyone's going to stop watching us, is Google really likes really long blog posts. We're talking like 1,500 to 2,000 words. Yeah. And so we'll talk a little bit about keywords tonight, but then you're going to want to take those keywords and you're going to want to Google them yourself and see what articles you're going to compete against and actually try to beat them. Go look at the first article, and if it's 50 ways to be more Christ-like, let's just use my client's example, right? 50 ways to be more Christ-like. You actually want to do 99 ways to be more Christ-like and make it longer and more and better than her article or whoever's article is first. So you got to take these keywords, Google, and see if you can even write content that's going to beat the first 3 spots. That's part of it.
That's the goal.
And beat it, make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. So my next question for you, which I see a lot, is when people are doing a keyword, Google.
Did you get a comment?
There's a fine line.
What do we know? Google likes it, but do blog readers want to read that much? Chris, I love that question. There's ways to make them like it, which is integrating pictures, making sure your line height is like there's enough spacing between the lines, that the font is big, and that you're using excellent headings and subheadings.
Yes.
And so people will scan it and be able to find the information that they're looking for. So excellent point, Chris.
That is a good question. And it's like you got to break it up with click to tweets or graphics or illustrations, do like
100%
screenshots.
Pull out quotes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even call to actions in there, buttons to buy something or download something.
I love it. And also links to other people's website. Now we're getting outside of keywords, but linking to more reputable websites is actually an SEO factor. So if you can reference other experts in your field, that totally helps. You're welcome, Chris.
Awesome. Now I find, now of course, to SEO a blog, video, podcast post, you need a SEO plugin of some kind. Do you have any favorites?
I wouldn't say you have to have, but it makes your life a whole lot easier.
I guess some WordPress themes kind of come with that stuff, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, a lot of people aren't in WordPress. So if you are in WordPress, you must download Yoast SEO, which I'll make a note here. And essentially is what that's going to do, Yoast SEO for WordPress. Excuse me.
It is the bee's knees.
Essentially, you're going to take your keyword, you're going to slap it into Yoast, and Yoast is going to say, hey, you need to use this keyword 3 more times. You need to name your images after this. You need to do this and this and this and this and all these things to make sure your on-page SEO is strong. Now, just because you do on-page SEO doesn't mean you're going to rank, because there's what's called off-page SEO factors, which we can talk about another night, but this will go a really long way towards ranking. So may I get into how to find the perfect keywords, Lindsay?
Yes, because my next question actually was going to be a comment of what I see is that they will take a blog, and let's say they already have a title, they've already got their blog. They would, let's say the article is on, I don't know, 5 ways to gain more exposure with social media.
Okay.
They would just take the word social media and use that as a keyword. Or they will just take one word of that and use that as like social, or I can't think of anything right now, but just one word. Why is that not a good thing?
Well, what's the keyword they're going after?
If it was just social media.
You have to use the whole word. You have to use the entire phrase that people are using, or a form of the phrase. Now, may I stop for 1 second? So for the 9 people that are on, we are hosting a contest. If you share this, whoever shares it the most by the end of the year, $50 Amazon gift card. So share. Lindsay, come on, dance.
Share, baby.
Okay. So yes, when you use these keywords, you must use the exact phrase. Is that what you're asking, Lindsay?
Yeah, it's kind of like you can't just pick one word.
No.
Who's going to Google the one word, right? People Google, how to get more exposure on social media, or how to post social media, or
which brings me to a little lesson I want to teach, which is how a long tail keywords. So the only way you guys are going to compete with anyone are to create and find what's called a long tail keyword. So you guys aren't ever going to rank for tennis rackets or tennis shoes or attorney, or, I pulled out my own earphone because I was so excited. Attorneys or anything like that, because the big boys are already ranking for those. And you will never be able to create the it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So what you want to do is find what's called a long tail keywords, which is a really long, very specific keyword. For example, injury attorney in Salt Lake City, Utah would be a wonderful keyword that you could actually rank for. Yeah. And not only could you actually rank for it, but imagine the people who are literally typing that in are going to be a perfect client of yours, right? Versus even just attorney.
Oh, exactly.
So, long tail keywords are very beneficial because they're super specific, and they may get lower traffic, but they're way easier to rank for, and the people who come are way more valuable.
Exactly.
So got to find the long tail keywords. What's the best way to do that? Number 1, you sit down and you literally think, what are my customers typing in? You start a spreadsheet. They're typing in Salt Lake City attorney, car accident, Salt Lake City, whatever you think your clients are typing in, then you literally make a spreadsheet. And there's a lot of ways to do this, a lot of paid ways, but tonight is all about free.
Okay, baby.
You go to Google AdWords, you create yourself an account, and you have to put your credit card in, but you don't have to spend any money. And once you get in there, you paste all of these keywords in, and Google will, boom, give you a ton of examples of what people are searching for that kind of fit in that you never even imagined. So
that's the keyword planner, correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes. So, and you will get tons and tons and tons of keywords, and it's free, and you're going to be able to find it. Now, a few metrics to look out for when you're in AdWords. First of all, if people are, or if the bid amount, love free organic traffic. Oh, yeah. Yay. Chris, what do you do? We can use you as an example. So a few metrics. So this is an AdWords tool, meaning that you're going to be buying paid traffic on Google Ad Analytics. So essentially it's going to bust out what the current going rate for all these keywords are, what people are currently bidding. So if you're not going to hire an SEO company and you're literally just wanting to blog, I recommend anything less than $3. You could actually probably rank for if you're not going to really take hold of SEO. So go in there, find keywords that apply to you for anything less than $3 that are not competitive. There's like a low competitive like ranking on there. Take those keywords, blog about it in a really long blog post. Make sure your page name, follow Yoast SEO. Wham, bam, come and talk to me in 3 months. You'll be getting traffic.
Awesome. Now on that, so if you put in like a long tail keyword phrase, up comes this massive list, and it gives you all these different variations of that. Now there's 2 columns to the right of it. One of them,
are you looking at it right now?
No, I'm so not, because I'm in there all the time.
I'm on cold medicine.
So, to the right of it, it tells you how many people I'm new at promoting living. Nice.
Oh, what do you say?
Chemical free. So
I'm new at promoting living a healthier, chemical free. Oh, using Chris E. oils. I'm going to post that.
Ooh.
Have you done videos? You need to do videos on that, post them to Facebook, and you need to blog. And what you need to blog, Chris, is reviews, like lavender oil review. Or if you're doing like doTERRA, perfect long-tail keyword, doTERRA lavender oil review. Those are awesome because everyone's searching for them, and very few people, because I know you're kind of in a competitive space, actually won't be doing that. So do it.
Free advice. Woohoo! I know. So when you're searching all those different keywords, to the right it'll tell you how many people are searching that. So obviously, yes. And then to the right of that, it will tell you how high the competition is.
Yes, that's the column I was talking about. Yes.
Yeah. So can you explain those 2 things and what to look for?
Yeah. So I would recommend, again, if you're only SEOing on yourself, find something that is less than $1,000 a month. Because everything else is going to be like everyone else is going to be tackling it. Yeah. And then the competition, you got to go with low, because them's the breaks when you're when you're not going to pay an SEO company to do it. And even if like if some are getting like 10 and like 50, that might not seem like a lot. And yeah, it's not a lot, but if you're ranking for 10 of those articles, that's 10 high quality people that could be coming to your site. And you have to consider that Google is just giving us an estimate, and you have a whole bunch of other search engines to consider as well.
Yep, absolutely. And sometimes you have to try different like long tail phrases. Like the first one you type in, it may not work, right? Like the results that you get, you're like, oh, that's not really going to match my blog. I can't really work that into the title. That's going to be weird and clunky or just not appropriate. So sometimes you got to like flip the words, change the phrasing slightly, and then you'll get some better results that you can really work with.
It's true. And Google's being smart enough, like back in the day, you could literally like just type in that keyword 100 times on the page and Google would rank you. But now Google's being really smart, and it knows if you're using the phrase or a type of the phrase or like a variation of the phrase, and it will give you points for that, because Google doesn't want your blog post to be super boring either. They really don't. Chris, yes, it will. Make sure you share it for the $50.
It stays up on both of our walls.
Yes, it does. Make sure you join the Click Technique. We can help you in there too. Lindsay, you don't have a group, do you?
Facebook group? No, I don't.
Okay. We can help you in theclicktechnique.com. Do you mind if I do a little plug here?
Go for it, lady.
if you go there, you can find a private Facebook group where we can help you with this stuff too. I have lots of direct marketers in that group, by the way. So sorry. As you were saying, Lindsay, before I hijacked the episode and marketed myself.
That's okay. I'll get my dig in eventually here. That's, of course, if they need help with their blogging and, publishing it and promoting it on social media, then they can go to smoothbusinessgrowth.com.
What?
So I, of course, do all the content marketing. And actually right now I have, for $297, you can get a whole strategy VIP day. I was going to say, holy cow, I'm signing up for that. VIP strategy session. So we can map out all your content marketing, your branding, make sure you're targeting right, and you're, reaching out to the right people. And you've got like a template and a plan for 2018.
I love it. Reach out to her. Okay, what other keyword questions do you get, little lady?
That is good. That you, so with SEO, Yoast, maybe we should cover some of the points. Like you obviously have to have the keyword in the title and in the URL, but a lot of people don't realize that you need to have that keyword in the graphics that you use on the page.
You want to name your graphics after that? You pretty much want to put that keyword in every possible position that you can. You want to put it in the H1 tag, which is like your main header, and in the H2 tag, you want to make links linking out, have that, like everything on your page.
I don't understand what H1 and H2 means.
They're an HTML tag. So when you're in your WordPress, you can actually highlight a line and mark it as H1. It's just basically telling Google, hey, this is super duper important. It's a main part of my website.
Yes.
So
and with the graphics, if you edit the graphic, like you click on the little pencil symbol, it gives you a screen. Thanks, Chris.
Whoop, whoop.
Duly entered. And you'll obviously see the title, and then you'll see alt tag or alt text. I can't remember which one it is right now, but
alt
that's
text.
where you, so that's where you put the keyword phrase in there and then save. It doesn't show on the picture. It doesn't show underneath the picture. It's just kind of like embedded in there.
So what that is for those that are using that cannot see, and they're using voice to tell them what's on the screen. It will that's what's actually said to them. Or if you hover over the picture, the little tooltip will actually say that as well. That's what that is.
Oh, I've never noticed that.
Yeah. True story. Does that make sense?
Okay. It so makes sense. And then, so how important is I know it's not totally related to keywords, but how important is the meta description?
Okay. So the meta description is pretty important because if you go to Google and you type in,
how to get rid of bad colds.
Sorry, what?
How to get rid of bad colds.
How to get rid of really bad cold, or is it the cold or is it the flu? Then you'll have the main thing, which is the big thing. That's a big link. And then below it is a little description, which Google has actually recently expanded a few characters. I don't remember the numbers because I'm on cold medicine, but they recently expanded it. It's a big deal. That little description that shows up on Google is basically how you're going to coerce people to click on your link. So it's important for that reason, coerce.
Nice.
And it's important for the reason because you have to put your keywords in there as well. It's very, very important.
It is. And a lot of the plugins and stuff like that, it defaults to like the first 3 sentences that are in your blog. Do not do that. You have to like write it, put the keywords in there, and also make it super easy to say, hey, here's the information that you're going to find, boom, 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 in this article. Because then they're going to be like, oh, it's totally what I want. Click. And
true.
And it can't be like clickbait. You can't say it's going to be one thing and it's not.
That's true. And because Google will know, because when people come to your, and we can have a whole SEO discussion later, but people will come to your website and leave, and Google will be like, okay, that website is garbage. But it's really important. I was going to say something really, really amazing. Oh, yes. I know. It was so amazing. Really. I know this sounds really technical and overwhelming, but if you're like, even if you're in Wix or Squarespace, WordPress, all of these things are lined out for you, and you'll see them in there as spaces. So even if you don't remember this video, when you go into Wix and you see your page and there's fields you don't know, just do a Google search and it will tell you what it is or reference this video when you're in there. Meta description, title tag are very important. Very important.
I know. And some people, they keep the URL as like whatever the title is or some long-winded thing. It's like the URL is more important than you think.
It's really important. You need to rename that to be your keywords, actually.
Yes.
Highly recommend it.
That is a big tip for today.
There you go. And the other thing is this is all what's called on-page SEO. There's just like a whole slew of what's called off-page SEO, which we'll discuss another night because I am ill.
That's like, it's a whole nother ball of wax. Same with, and we need to have another topic about like the wonderful bad world of backlinks.
Yeah, we do.
Don't understand what the hell they are.
Well, yeah.
There's too much.
I'm going to mention our contest again.
What's
that?
I'm
going to mention our contest again.
Oh, yeah.
Share this. Share it. And you'll be entered to win $50.
And help another entrepreneur. Yeah.
Thursdays with Lindsay's. Spelled my way, not hers.
I don't even know Lynn. Does anyone call you Lynn's?
No, not so much.
Yeah, I've never called you Lynn's.
They call me Mrs. Lyndsey One-Click Anderson. Just kidding.
Is that right?
No, they don't.
One-Click.
Call me ma'am.
Yeah, I've never called you Lynn's. That's funny.
No, I never get called that.
No, I do, but that's okay.
I'd be like, if you called me that, I'd be like, what do you want? Why are you trying to manipulate me?
So hopefully we all gave you some great tips to take back to your blog and your video page and your podcast page. So you can, keyword and SEO the hell out of your posts.
Yeah. Lindsay, what are we going to talk about next week?
Oh, Canadian, US, of course, Laura. Hey, Laura, she's on my team. I love her. She's so great.
Oh, let me see. I didn't see that.
We all work in US funds.
Oh, hey, Laura. How's it going? Oh, yeah. I mean, US is really the only kind of funds there are.
And the dollar's going up for us finally. So, which is.
Hey.
I get more bang for my US buck. Yay.
Congratulations.
Talk about next week.
Why is that? Why are you so USA heavy? Are people in Canada not willing to spend money on online marketing?
Part of it is that if I have a Canadian client, then I have to charge GST, and then I have to pay it back to the government and fill out these
GST?
Goods and services tax.
Oh, is that a lot?
Yeah, 7%. Oh my god, I can't even think.
Oh, so you don't want to do business with people? We've lost people.
I know. Topic. Taxes. Blah blah blah. So what are we going to talk about next week, girl?
It's yours. Sorry, I did this week.
It's my turn.
Hey. And I think I got 2 guests in the hopper. I think we wait till the first of the year to bring on the guests. Hey, One-Click.
Oh,
that's right, Laura. That's right. One Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we've had
one president. Am I right?
Boxing Day. So
Boxing Day. No one's ever heard of that.
Why don't we talk about Twitter?
Okay.
Because people don't understand the whole freaking handle thing, the hashtags.
That's fine. Let's do it.
Yeah. Not that I'm like saying all entrepreneurs out there are stupid or anything, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of misconceptions and confusion.
I'm feeling really bad that I feel like I offended Laura by telling her there was only one Thanksgiving.
She's totally got a good sense of humor. It's all good. She's totally
Twitter. Good. Do you get clients on Twitter personally?
I have gotten a couple, yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
But yeah, I do like Twitter. But yeah, so
how much are you on Twitter?
The same amount as other. Well, I'm in Facebook the most, and Twitter is my second. And I'm getting into Instagram more.
Yes, Instagram. Instagram's pretty great, actually.
I know.
It is pretty great.
I'd love to interview like an Instagram expert. Get the inside scoop.
I will refer one to you.
cool. I mean, for our show, well, podcast too, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant for your new podcast.
I know.
Tell everybody about your new podcast.
I'm changing my podcast. It's no longer going to be Sailing to Success podcast. It's going to be Smooth Business Growth. 15 minutes of pure marketing strategies to move the needle, baby. So 15 minutes. Yeah. So I started doing the interviews.
Where do we find that? Where do we find that?
It will be on smoothbusinessgrowth.com. So it doesn't launch till January.
Are you going to have me as a guest?
Damn, Skippy, because I got to make up for your first interview with me on Sailing to Success. Because
I think I was your first interview, wasn't I?
Like the first or second, yeah.
I need you to come on back to the Traffic and Leads podcast too. Trafficandleadspodcast.com.
Awesome.
I'll say if you need any help with online marketing, you can visit me at trafficandleads.com. We got a couple guests in the queue. We're here every Thursday. Let's see, Christmas is not on a Thursday. New Year's is not on a Thursday. So we should, I'm just looking at my calendar now. So we should be fine. Yeah, it's like the 21st and the 28th. So
yeah, the 21st, I've got a birthday thing, but I should be back in time.
Lindsay, we have an audience, Lindsay.
Oh, maybe I'll do it live on my phone from my friend's house.
No pressure. It is a little kind of a weird. See, we could move it back if you want to a Wednesday.
Ooh, maybe.
We'll discuss offline.
I know.
So thank you, everybody who listened and stayed. Guys. Say hello if you're out there. I would love to know who's out there. Oh, Chris is still with us. My faves are Facebook and YouTube and Insta.
Absolutely.
Yeah, YouTube's great too. Okay, well, I'm going to go to bed and die, and I will see you guys a little later.
Thank you. Hope you feel better. Thanks, everyone, for showing up, and I hope for all the people that are doing lately.
Say it, Lindsay. Say it. $50.
$50 if you share. Well, not $50 if you share. I'm sorry, you're entered in the contest. Jesus Christ.
Merry Christmas.
Entered to win a $50 gift certificate on Amazon to buy some wine and marketing books.
I should change this. Enter $50. Enter to win $50. Hi, Sherry. There, that's better.
And Laura says to you to feel better.
Oh, Laura, thank you. So you said Laura's on your team? Is that what you said?
Yeah, she's been on my team for a few years now.
Lucky you.
Yeah, she's lovely.
All right, peace out. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.